jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Things I need you. When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Yellow.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his foot throw in his pull-off matchup is intercepted. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
He's just set. 180. Plays hot. Hot.
Burrow looking to pass. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hot on these two. Hot on these two. Where's that?
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Gun. Shot. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
11 empty. 11.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On 1, ready?
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out and were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here, 15. 15. Yellow. Hey, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man at the left side is Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
76 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mahomes
going to hand it off to Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2-yard line.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 13-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 29 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Two yards to go, second down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Attack!
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go. Can. 12.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
180, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10.
Let's get set.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 180, 11, MT, take. 11, MT, stop.
They'll drop the throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it trigger, like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Attack, attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
43! Wait! Color! 180!
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Here we go. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas. Scott.
From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It's just set. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Hey,
Now Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
11. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
I'm one. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Ready? Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Still going inside the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The
short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is first and 10.
Gun. Shot. 80. Lights up. 11, Thomas. Shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 4.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key with those guys up front that make a lot of space. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern there, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Can. Stop.
Burrow. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bengals.
The Chiefs are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody. Championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gordon, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.